Here's what every buyer and seller in Montreal needs to know after Q3 2025. This year has been super active in Montreal. While several other Canadian markets are still suffering, our market has continued to shine. When looking at Q3 2025, sales in the Grater Montreal area are up 11%. Active listings are up 3%, and the median price is up in all three categories. In this video, I'll break down the numbers and explain where all this activity is coming from. My name is LJ Aguinaga. I'm a real estate broker in Montreal with over 17 years of experience. I've been following the Montreal real estate market since I was 18 years old, and I've been involved in real estate ever since as a broker, an investor, and a property manager. So after 17 years of breathing real estate all day long, I can say with confidence that I'm prepared to break down this information for you. Now, you might be thinking about either selling or buying a home in the Grater Montreal area. And so when that time comes, my real estate team and I want to be your real estate resource of choice. Check us out over on Google. We've got over 200 5-star reviews. Then, when the time comes, book a call with me to get started. The link is in the description down below. The Montreal real estate market has been hot in 2025. When looking at total residential sales for Q3 2025, we saw an increase of 11% when compared to the same quarter last year. This is a serious increase and continues to set the stage for what may be a record-breaking year in the Montreal market. Active listings are up 3%, but this number is deceiving. If I break it down by category, 2 out of the 3 categories are down in active listing. There's just a large amount of condos that are sitting on the market, which continues to skew this data. If you take a look at the days on market, that's down between 8 to 21 days depending on the category. All 3 categories are below 55 days on market, so inventory is moving quickly at this time. In the Montreal metropolitan area, we saw an increase in median pricing across the board when comparing Q3 2025 to Q3 2024. Homes saw an increase of 7% with a median price of $630,000. Condos were up 4% at a median price of $425,000, and multiplexes were up 8% at a median price of $830,000. While a lot of buyers continue to enter the market, the ones that have been shopping for the last year or two are starting to feel like the window of opportunity is shrinking as prices continue to climb. This is starting to push buyers a bit more and is contributing to the increased prices. On the Island of Montreal, we saw prices climb when comparing Q3 2025 to Q3 2024. Single-family homes are up 6% with a median price of $795,000. Condos are up 3% with a median price of $475,000, and multiplexes are up 5% with a median price of $868,000. As mentioned earlier, we've seen days on market start to drop. Homes took an average of 48 days, down 11 days. Condos took an average of 54 days, down 8 days, and multiplexes took an average of 54 days, down 20 days. This is a huge drop in all categories. The 3 segments continue to be in a seller's market. Now, I also like to compare Q3 prices to Q2 prices to see how they're evolving on the year. Prices remain pretty well unchanged in all 3 categories from Q3 to Q2. Laval also saw prices continue to rise when comparing Q3 2025 to Q3 2024. Homes increased by 3% with a median price of $600,000. Condos were up 7% with a median price of $425,000. And multiplexes were up 6% with a median price of $867,000. Days on market for Laval were down in all 3 categories. Homes on average took 11 days less to sell at 38 days. Condos were 5 days faster to sell at 54 days. And finally, multiplexes were 14 days faster to sell with an average of 53 days. All 3 categories continue to be in a seller's market in Laval. The South Shore of Montreal saw a significant increase in pricing across the board. Homes increased by 9% with a median price of $638,000. Condos were up 7% with a median price of $404,000. And multiplexes were up, wait for it, 17% with a median price of $777,000. Days on market for the South Shore were down in all 3 property categories. Homes took an average of 36 days, down 14 days. Condos took 40 days, down 5 days. And multiplexes took 48 days, down 12 days. Just like in Montreal and Laval, the South Shore is in a seller's market in all 3 categories. Looking ahead to Q4 and early 2026, here's what I'm watching. First, as interest rates gradually decline through the next 6 months, expect renewed competition in the entry-level and move-up segments. If the Bank of Canada delivers even a 25 or 50 basis point reduction by year end, we could see a mini rush in the spring. Second, inventory will continue to rise modestly, but not enough to fully rebalance the market. Sellers who price correctly will still have the upper hand. Third, Investors will keep focusing on long-term holds rather than short-term flips. With rental demand this strong and financing stabilizing, multi-unit and mixed-use properties will continue to outperform. And finally, neighborhoods like Vaudreuil-Dorion, Blainville, and Anjou-Saint Leonard are becoming key growth areas thanks to affordability and strong infrastructure development. So, to sum it up, Montreal's real estate market is proving remarkably resilient. We've got more listings, more sales, stable prices, and improving affordability as rates ease. If you're planning to buy, the next few months might be your best window before competition heats up again. If you're selling, focus on strategic pricing and presentation. Buyers are active, but they're selective. I'll be back in a few months with the Q4 wrap-up. In the meantime, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the full playlist of my previous market updates right here. If you're thinking of buying, selling, or investing in the next 12 months, I want us to be your real estate resource of choice. Check us out over on Google. We've got over 200 5-star reviews. Book a call with me to get started. The link is in the description down below, or simply send me a text. I would love to chat with you. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to catching you on next week's episode.